Whenever you're ready. But yeah, my mom had the pager, the beeper.
Yeah.
So I remember the brick, the Nokia brick. You could run that sucker over.
Yeah.
No damage.
I don't know. So where do you got me? Where you hit? Well, you.
I've got front porch coffee.
Okay, that's why.
I could see a little bit going on over here if I pan this way.
And feel free to do that.
Yes, sir.
I want the real lifetime setting.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Even if somebody comes by, I don't care if they're noisy. I don't care.
Cool. All right. So, what happened yesterday, Mr. Gary?
Are you live now?
Yes, sir.
Now start over. Give me a 3, 2, 1.
Yes, sir. All right, here we go. And coming to you live in 3, 2, 1.
Well, greetings, Gary with Let It Be RV. I want to share with you a question that I've had ever since I've come out to Skoolie, and it's like 4 years. This is the 4th time I've been here. I told one of my friends, I don't know who it was, that if this was Shangri-La, if this was the promised land, I said Skoolie is a pretty good example of what was going on. But my question was, what's going on? I knew I had a feeling for what was going on. A lady the other day said it's like a family reunion. It's like a homecoming, and it really is, because somehow the nature of the people that are out here living in the desert, pretty much bringing their own food and water and all this kind of stuff. Anyway, I'm getting long-winded. One of the things, it was the questioning in me all the time is, I want to know what is going on with this group. They call them families and tribes. But what's going on with this group? What are they? I don't know. So I still, even coming here the 4th time, I still had the same question. I'm asking newbies. I'm asking newbies being the first time here. What's your impression? What is going on in your mind? People that have been here 6 or 8 times. You know, the question is I don't know, because it is it's almost undefinable. But I have an example, I think, of the family. What happens when something happens? And I want you to pan up here. Now go look at the look at the coffee sign. Yeah, the coffee sign. What are you doing?
Looking at the coffee sign.
Right there. Okay, look at the coffee sign. So I as the way the story goes, why I have the coffee sign is the fact that I first time here, I've made a pot of coffee, and I'm sitting in my chair inside the rig, and I look off to the left, and I see these 3 guys sleeping in sleeping bags on the gravel, and I say gravel. The gravel's that big. I mean, it's sharp rocks. Yes, there you go. Yeah, that's sharp rocks. But anyway, so I walked out there and I said, hey, you guys, you know, you want some coffee? And I mean, they perked like right now, because sure, who doesn't want coffee if they're coffee lovers, right? So I had these guys over. We had coffee, a good chat, met them. But I thought, wow, wait, what a great way to meet people. So I made that little sign, a piece of ears of a cardboard. I just put it up, and I had coffee. We went out and bought 3 or 4 pounds of coffee. Didn't have cups. I told people the first 2 days, hey, you got a cup? We don't have cups, so bring cups tomorrow. Okay, which they did. Okay, so now I'm 20, 30 people kind of coming and going out of this thing. But the phenomena that happened is, I'm one person, one idea that I put action to, and it served a purpose, okay? But really what happened is the group, the family, I bet I've had at least 30 people bring me things. They bring me extra coffee, they come by and drive by, and they said, Gary, what do you need? And I said, I'm always water. Give me some water. I'll get you some water. And so it's been the acceptance and they go Gary, go, because of what a great idea, okay? And so I had this spontaneous, I didn't advertise it, the coffee was free. You can give a donation if you want, right? So is all these people just literally coming out of the woodwork to help me, and I'm thinking to myself, this is a practical example of what's going on, okay? So, you know, it shocked me that it actually happened. You can think it, you can believe it, there are people helping people, but when you see a really practical example of, you know, I see a good old boy coming, and I love. He's drunk. He's drunk as can be, and he's staggering. He's got some sort of something, and I get up out of my chair. He goes by the the coffee shop. I say, and I put my arm around him. I said, "Hey, buddy, there's coffee over here. I think you need some coffee." And yeah, I do. So anyway, so that kind of thing. So the Christian principle is in giving. That's what it is. Freely give. Now, what does Jesus say that you'll refold? I think it's like, I said tenfold, and somebody was saying it's threefold or 3 times the what you did. But the idea is that freely give, it's one person. So now I shared up there at that meeting, I said the point is everybody shares. No expectation that you're going to receive. You just share. If everybody comes with that attitude of sharing, I think it's an economic base for something that has to do with the fact that we're all living in this thing together, and we need to help each other. We need to share. I'm going to start crying.